When there is a good feeling or a bad feeling in the mind or body during meditation, why do we also need to understand the cause and effect of those relationships? And then there's another question related to that, which is how do we actually observe the cause and effect of feelings in the mind or body? It seems like if we try to do so, we will just get caught in conjecture or thoughts about the past.
So first of all, we try to understand cause and effect because that's the instruction from the Buddha. Buddha explained that we should observe our five aggregates. It's the body, feelings, perceptions, intentions, and consciousness. We are observing how they're impermanent, how they're unsatisfactory, how they're not self. And as we observe the mind separately and the body separately in other meditation sessions, we can alternate those sessions. So we can have 1 hour observing the mind, 1 hour observing the body, then another hour observing the mind, another hour observing the body, and so on and on. So we gradually understand the difference between the body and the mind. This is the first level on the way toward enlightenment. We call it Nama Rupa Paricheda Jnana. It's the knowledge of distinguishing the body and the mind. When you have understood that the body and mind are different, that they are two different things, then you can continue further to the second level, to the second knowledge, but it's an insight knowledge. So it's not something you learn from books. It's something that you notice, that you understand and realize as you meditate. We call it Paccaya Pariggaha Jnana. It is the knowledge of understanding the conditionality. So you understand that the body conditions the mind and that the mind conditions the body. So it's a very necessary knowledge. It's a very necessary understanding so that you can achieve this third level of insight, and that is Sammasana Jnana. In Sammasana Jnana, which could be literally translated as the knowledge of consideration, but in fact, you're not supposed to consider there much. You're supposed to understand and see that both the body and mind are impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not self. This understanding of impermanence, unsatisfactory, not self, unsatisfactoriness, and not self is still not as deep as it will be coming in the other levels. Note that there are 16 levels of insight, and we're still talking about the first, second, and third. But you will need to clearly see the conditionality between the body and the mind so that you can fully understand and appreciate the fact that they are impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not self. We observe feelings, pleasant, unpleasant, and neither pleasant nor unpleasant. Note that neutral feelings is a term the Buddha used in Abhidhamma and in descriptions, but in instruction for meditation, the Buddha used the word neither pleasant nor unpleasant. That is adukha masuka. So in Abhidhamma and in descriptive teachings, the Buddha used the word upekha, upekha vedana, neutral feelings. But in instruction for meditation, the Buddha always uses adukha masukha vedana. That is neither pleasant, well, neither unpleasant nor pleasant feeling. I suppose the translators, when they translated, they switched it because it's more comfortable to say. The meaning doesn't change though. So we say in English, neither pleasant nor unpleasant, although in English, although in the Pali language, it is neither unpleasant nor pleasant. Okay, so we observe these three feelings because we want to know how they actually condition our defilements. We want to see how pleasant feelings condition greed, how unpleasant feelings condition hatred, and how neither pleasant nor unpleasant feelings condition delusion. If we can see that, then we can realize that whatever we actually want, we don't want. It is the feelings that made this wanting, not us. So whatever we think that we want, we have the freedom to enjoy this or to enjoy that. But in fact, there is no such freedom. We just enjoy that what the feelings dictate that we are supposed to enjoy. And with that understanding, we realize that there is no one behind these feelings and behind this enjoyment, and we are just puppets, and we allow the puppeteer to puppet us, to pull the strings, and we even enjoy that as we are totally controlled, totally subdued, totally submitted to the will of these impersonal, unreliable, and very dangerous phenomena that are in and out of this body. So that is why we observe feelings and their conditionality, because we want to gradually understand that there is no self, that there is nobody who can decide, nobody who has power, nobody who is. And when we realize that there is no one, then there is no more greed, no more hatred, no more ignorance. Instead, there is liberation, liberation from defilements and liberation from rebirth.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Bante.